Hello, Flosstube. My name is Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches, and this is my update number 176, my Flosstube update. This is a channel about cross stitch, and that's what we're going to talk about today, for the most part. I wanted to just take a moment to mention the 411 project that my sisters and I are doing. And if you go to the Three Sisters Creative Flosstube channel, we did a special Flosstube episode on Wednesday, which would have been my mother's birthday, the 18th. And so we talked about the special project we're doing to honor her, and that is pillowcases for the New Mexico Baptist Children's Home, which was a cause very dear to her heart. So on that video, we talk about the pillowcases, how you can participate if you want to by either donating fabric, making pillowcases, or donating like a gift card for Hobby Lobby or Joann's for us to buy fabric, whatever. So you can look at that video and see all about the 411 project, as we're calling it. And I'll provide a link for that also to that video in the description box below. So other than that, though, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the cross-stitching I've been doing this week. So I had an old WIP I stitched briefly on, a finish, and a new start. As if I needed a new start, but I did anyway. So in the order that I won't talk about them in the order that I did them, because whatever. But I did stitch a little bit on this WIP. This is an old WIP. It's one of my oldest, probably. I think it's probably from the 90s or something. The copyright on this is 92. This is the Jiffy kit, part of the Dimensions kits. It's called Midnight Meow, Jiffy, and I think does it mention the designer? I don't know. No, Gayle Glass for Dimensions. Yeah. So, like I said, I've had this kit for such a long time that for a while I even forgot about it. I threw away the threads that came with this kit, going, what are these threads? And I pitched them. And so I found some DMC equivalents for what I had already stitched. And if I'd had a little more confidence at the time, and a little more wisdom, and a little more just... and if I wasn't as obsessive and weird as I am, this kit came with the 14 count Aida, this black Aida, and the instructions said to use 3 threads to stitch with. Some people do that use 3 threads on 14 count Aida, and so that's what the instructions said, But me, being slightly obsessive, I guess, or compulsive, or however you want to say it, I like to stitch with 2 threads, right? And use the loop method to stitch with. And if I had been more confident about it, my hair is sticking up and it's bugging me. I would have stitched it just, using 2 threads. But since the instructions said 3, and I didn't want to use 3, I used 4 instead. I took 2 threads and doubled them over and made it 4. I don't know why I did that, but I did. So when I picked it up again to stitch on it, sorry, I decided to just keep going with the 4 threads, and it makes it very chunky and hard and a little difficult to stick the the 4 threads in the hole there. But I'm making it work, and I don't know. Maybe I'll see what it looks like to. So like here, this is the beginning of another cat, and I might just pull these stitches out and see what it looks like with these 2 cats using 4 threads and this one using 3. I mean 2 only. I don't know. I don't know if that'll. I might try. I don't know. But yeah. So I did a little bit on this. I like finished. I had done like some stitches like halfway, like this here. I'm almost finished. And I guess I fell asleep with it or something last night. But so yeah, so I stitched just a little bit on this. I'd like to go ahead and finish it if I can. There's not really a whole lot to do. It's not a very big chart. I've done these 2 cats in the middle here, and I don't know. I'd like to finish it soon though, just because it's been a while. I've had it for a while, and I'd like to get it done. That's kind of, in some ways, that's what I've been doing, this summer, because I've been participating in cross stitch camp. I chose smaller projects for that because the goal was to start at the beginning of the month and finish before the end of the month, and so to hedge my bets a little bit, I guess, in that effort, I chose smaller projects. But I finished them a lot sooner than I thought I would. So I had, basically 2 or 3 weeks each month to work on other things, and so I'm trying to sort of work on some of my old WIPs. But so that's one reason why I'd like to go ahead and finish that. I've been wanting to, and I've been putting off working on it until last night, so I finally got it out. And one of the reasons I've been putting it off is because I had a couple of new starts and I had a finish. So yeah, I'll talk about my finish next. I started working on this one a while back. I guess. I think I started working on it in July, and then I finished it a few days ago, or I think earlier this week. Not last Saturday, obviously, but by the beginning of this week or sometime. This is an Owl Force kit from their Fables series, Elephant and Pug, and this is by I know her name, Galina Egorenkova for Owl Forest. And it's these little kits. The smaller kits come with the pattern, of course, and Belfast linen, very nicely serged. It's not ironed, sorry, but and with the overdyed threads, they're overdyed threads. They're yeah, and a needle, and the larger kits. I have one of the larger kits comes with a needle minder, which is really lovely. But this comes with the needle and the threads and the fabric. Yeah, so I have finished the elephant. If you look at this picture, it's a little darker. But I think it shows up okay. I wish it was a little bit darker, but it's okay. And you can kind of see with the variegation. you can kind of see where I changed directions in my stitching and all that, but it looks okay, I think. But anyway, so there's that. It's finished. I don't know how I'm going to FFO it. I haven't thought that far ahead, but that's a finish. And then, because I don't have enough WIPs in my pile, as it is, I had a new start this week also. If you remember, oops, upside down. A few weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I don't know how long ago it was, I bought this Dimensions kit at Joann's. This is by Kim Martin for Dimensions. But look at those birdies. It's called Winter Gathering. Yeah, here. But this very cute birds on a wire, I guess. They've got their Christmas stockings and their Christmas hats. And the trees back there are half crosses. So they're very kind of ghostly. And they have these little branches, little fronds with snow. And it's hard to see in this picture, but there's little snow blobs, you know, like along this wire. There's a little bit of snow. You could just barely see it. It's, you know, white. It's kind of washing out a little bit. But there's a little bit of snow on this wire, and then there's just little drops of snow, little, you know, things of snow falling. And there's some snow, I think, in the crotch of the branches of these trees here. But yeah, it's just a really nice little scene. So I started in the center on this because of the way it's charted, you know, a lot. And so I started with this bird here. And ordinarily, I'm something of a what you would call a color completist. You know, I generally like to stitch as much as possible, one color at a time, you know, as much as I can, unless it's really far apart or whatever. But I really couldn't do that too much here because each bird is sort of self-contained. I did a little bit, you know, where they're kind of close together. There's where the color is kind of in, you know. But for the most part, I've just done this little bird all by himself, and then I did part of the tree that he's sitting in. So there's the little middle bird there. I started with him. There's one more color that's here on his tail, and of course it'll have some back stitching that'll clear up these little details a little bit more. You can see there's going to be some back stitching around his body and around his hat and all that. And I started one of the shades. The trees are made up of, you know, like blended threads, and then in half stitches. So I have one of the blended colors, then one of the part of the tree there. But so yeah, so this is the first little bird, and there's his tail, part of his tail, and like I said, there's one more color that goes in here, and then it's on to the next bird. And yeah, because his legs are like, you know, back stitched on there, so yeah, so that one's really nice. And I just, you know, I've had the kit for it's a kit, so it comes with the 8 o'clock and the threads and all that, and a needle. So I've had the kit, you know, for, like I said, for a few weeks, and I've been kind of looking at it going, ooh, I want to start that. Ooh, I want to start that. But no, I have so many things going on. And, you know, I've got other WIPs going on that I could be working on, and I've got, you know, my camp projects and all that. But I wanted to start it, so I did. So I have another WIP in my WIP pile. But But so that is what I have been working on this week. Mostly I was working on the Owl Forest thing to finish it. But so, like I said, I want to finish working on Midnight Meow and this new start. And I haven't forgotten. I still have the Spring Scamper chart. I still have that. I want to work on that, but I just, like I said, I kind of got tired of it, but I want to keep working on it. It's very cute still, so there's lots on that I want to do, but um, anyway, so that's like I said, that's pretty much all the stitching I've done, and then I have kind of a lot of haul. Part of it was some stuff that I bought on Sunday of this past week. This past Sunday, I had already done my update on Saturday, and then Sunday afternoon, my sister and I had gone to Target for some other stuff, and of course, while I was there, I stopped and looked at the little dollar spot thing, and bought some things there. So let me get this out of the way here. So I bought a bunch of stuff that I don't necessarily need because it's all FFO stuff, and I whenever I see stuff like this, I think, oh, that'll be really good for finishing things, and I'm, as I had mentioned before, I'm kind of notorious about not FFOing stuff. I have a pile of things that I either want to make into little pillows, or maybe I want to frame it, maybe I want to do a flat wall. I haven't decided. My Blackwork Angels, in the last week or so, I cut them out, all separated them, and I have the beginnings of an idea of how I want to finish them, But have I worked on that? No. But maybe I will, maybe. Hopefully. But anyway, in the meantime, I'm buying stuff to finish things. So, in their little dollar spot, I got these little nesting wooden crates. There's 2 of them here. I haven't cut them apart yet. So like I said, I got these at Target. And, the thing about the dollar spot is, if you see something you like, snatch it up, because they're always changing it out, seasonally and whatever, So sometimes they have really great stuff. Sometimes they don't have anything. They have, a bunch of, like right now they have a lot of back to school stuff, college students, and especially, and, and other, little kids, back to school things. So they have lots of stuff that you might need in your dorm room or whatever, but they just also have, at this point, a bunch of other stuff. So these are unfinished, but they're a great size. They're like, I don't know, 6-ish inches on this bigger one, and a little bit smaller. But they're kind of unfinished, so you can, you might want to sand them down. They're a little pooky, and paint them whatever color you want. But so there's those. And this one, I think, hold on, I just want to cause an avalanche here. This thing, I bought a Target, but I don't remember if I showed it before or not. But it's round. It's a little chalkboard. It has a little piece of chalk that, and a little tray, so you can use it for chalk designs. But you can also stick something on there to finish it. It has a little hanger thing back here. So there's that. I don't remember if I showed that or not. I think I probably did, but you never know. But also at the dollar spot this time, there was this little sign. There's a little stake there, so you could stick it in something, but you could, like I said, you could easily stick something on the back there. And if you wanted to take this off, I don't think it would be that difficult to remove if you just wanted to use that. But there's that. Now, if only, you know, like I said, if only I would do something with all these things. And then there's this. Now, these little pieces can be, you know, used or moved or whatever. And it has the little hangers on the back, so you could hang it either this way, vertically, or this way, horizontally. And then these pieces are loose. So you can paint them glue them in place or whatever, make a little tableau, like a scene like is in this little sign here. It says gather. Buildable wood wall art is what it says here. Includes 1 board and 4 pieces, 1 saying and 2 leaves and 1 car is what it says on this label here. So there's a truck with little pumpkins in it. There's a leaf, and there's the word gather, and another set of leaves. So you could either use this frame by itself, or you could paint or glue any or all of these items. And along those same lines, there's a pumpkin that says give thanks, and it has these leaves, so you can make another little fall tableau. And there's a little hanger thingy on the back. So there's that. And then I also got this little easel stand thing, and it has on the one hand on the one side a blank chalkboard thing, and on the other side it says scoreboard, you know, whatever. But if you wanted to, you could, if you wanted to cover this with, you know, fabric or whatever, you know, card, you know, you could use that. So there's that. And then also this, it's a chalkboard, but it also has these stencils on the back that you could use to, you know, if you wanted to put like a chalk, there's a glare there, like a jack-o'-lantern face or whatever. There's, if you look up here, there's a few different things you could use. Give thanks, hello fam, and then pumpkin faces here. Yeah. So you could do, those are the stencils that they give you. And then there's a jute hanger thing. But it's just basically a chalkboard. So I got all those at the little. They're all basically like $5, $3 to $5 in the dollar spot at Target. Once upon a time, used to be $1 a piece, but they have several things there that are $3 to $5. Anyway, so those are, maybe one of these days I'll FFO stuff and get some things finished. But, you know, in the meantime, I have lots of stuff to use. Then today, my sister Eve and I went to the attic. I've got actually a chart ordered there at the attic. I'm still waiting for it to come in. But on the Three Sisters Creative Flosstube site, we're closing in on 100 subscribers. Right now it's like 90 something. And so we're thinking ahead to when we hit 100 subscribers. And so we would like to do a giveaway for that 100 subscribers. So we're, like I said, we're still working our way up to that. But we were trying to think ahead and get some items for giveaways for when that happens. Hint, hint. So tell all your friends so that we can hit that 100 subscribers for that channel. That is the Three Sisters Creative Sticks and Strings videos that we do, the Flosstube channel. But so we're going to do a giveaway when we hit 100 subscribers. So even I went to the attic to sort of get some ideas and look at things for giveaways. And so, of course, while I was there, I bought a few things. A while back, I was buying Galina silks for the Rabbit series from Ink Circles. I had the January through June, January, February, March, April, May, June, yeah, charts, and they had not yet released the rest of them. And the other day I was at 1, 2, 3 Stitch, and they had the rest of them. The August one is back ordered, but the others are on their way. And so while I was there, I looked for some other Galina silks, because last time I went to the attic, there were a few that they did not have, a few colors that they didn't have. So I was looking at a couple other places, and 1, 2, 3 Stitch had one other color. So I had bought that, and like I said, I ordered the July, August, September charts. I don't remember if they had the rest of them. I don't know. But I don't think so. I think I just ordered those 3, and one of them, the August, was back ordered, but the others are on the way. But anyway, I ordered one. They had one of the remaining colors that I lacked. They had one of them there. But when I went to the attic, they had the last 2 colors that I lacked. And so this is coffee bean, and this is golden squash. These 2. I don't know. I think this might be enough, especially since I'm going to be stitching one thread. This one is used on several charts, so there's more stitches of this color than most of the others. But I think it should be enough. Yeah. So anyway, so these were the 2 colors that I lacked. So now I think I have them all. But then I also picked up this La-Di-Da chart, a pumpkin parade. Look at those cute pumpkins. I'm not really into, Halloween stitching per se, but I just could not resist this chart. This is, like I said, La-Di-Da. What is her name? Lori Markovic, I think, is her name. But, yeah, that's just so cute. That's so cute. And then I found another Priscilla's Pocket. This is a bunny little kit. Comes with the, comes with the fabric and the trim. Sorry, I didn't mean to show the chart there. But, yeah. So there's that little kit. And then they had, hold on one second. They had these little freebie things. I don't want to show the chart here. This is 22 count. They had Hardanger and Ada cloth. They had the little packets, and then they had the little charts. But this was little freebies that they had there at the attic giveaways. So this one is a little kit. So there's fabric and floss, and then it comes with the chart. So, and it's just a simple, I don't know what you would call it, like a sort of geometric design. But yeah, it's very cute. That was the little freebie that they had in the basket there by the register. So anyway, I went ahead and got that. uh, and oh gosh, there was a gentleman there who was dropping off his wife, to go and shop there at the attic, and so we were kind of joking with him, but it's that there's so much to just look at and browse around and buy, lots and lots of patterns. And if I had unlimited funds, it would be great because I could just go in there like, oh, I'll take one of those and one of those and one of those. As it is, I have to sort of limit myself to what do I really really want. And there's probably 1,000 different charts that I could do. But anyway, so yeah. And one last, I think that's about it, in terms of what I have going on. I guess I'm gonna be continuing working on Midnight Meow and the Winter Gathering chart. Probably, and I've talked before, not too long ago, about my September plans, and I'm going to be working on on 2 charts, as part of the cross stitch camp continuation, of a showstopper for September. Some people, have traditionally done sampler September, but for Sherry Berger was talking about, having people who, you might not be into samplers or whatever, but to do some kind of a showstopper. And so I was trying to decide between Al Forrest, Monster Wonder Whale, and Kathy Barrick's and Heaven and Nature Sing, and because I really like both charts, and so I'm doing both of them. I'm probably going to be alternating between the two, or maybe I'll do part of the day on one, part of the day on the other. I don't know yet. If you'd like to join in, feel free. And I know at least one other person is going to be doing it. The Monster Wonder Whale, the Al Forrest kid. I know at least one other person is going to be doing that, and so if you want to join in on, I don't know that I'm going to be. It's not a formal sal, but anybody who wants to stitch on those is welcome to do it. I don't have a hashtag for that, but maybe I'll think of something before September 1st. So yeah, I'll be doing that, and then next on Tuesday the 24th, is when the Mesa Community College Orchestra starts rehearsals, and so my sister and I are going to be participating in that. And I used to be a professional musician until I had till I lost my hearing and had brain surgery and all that. And so during that surgery, I had a stroke, and so I have some weakness in my right hand, and so it's really a struggle to play. So I'm playing second bassoon on this, and letting my younger sister play first. Just because that would give her the solos and all that stuff. It would take some of the pressure off of me, because I'm still struggling to play some of that stuff. And actually, second bassoon, that's what I did. So anyway, but rehearsals start on Tuesday, so I'm looking forward to doing that, and yeah, getting in on that. So I'll be doing that next Tuesday, and yeah. So one last thing I wanted to do before I finish up here is do just a quick update on the Etsy shop. I don't know that it's up there yet, but it will be soon. My sister finished another project bag and notions pouch, and we've you mentioned before that we're going to be offering them together from now on, project bag and a notions pouch together, so that we don't end up with sort of strays. Like some people bought just the project bag and not the notions pouch, and so we've ended up with some notions pouches that are sort of don't have matching project bags. But so now we're so they'll cost a little bit more, but you'll get both things. So it all comes out okay. So this one, this card looks upside down, but it's really not. I mean, it's just because it folds over. But this one, continuing with the camping theme for the summer, there's a little tent and a lantern, a little camper, a teepee there. You can see it a little better. A campfire, yeah. So you can really see it in the bigger project bag. So there's various, and this looks like it has a Native American theme. There's a totem pole and rain clouds, and it has this. It's not a polka dot; it's a square dot. Yeah. And so because there's these lanterns here, the little charm on here is a lantern. So it has the handles and the zipper closure, and that polka dot fabric is on the inside. There's that. And like I said, the matching notions pouch has a little snap closure and the little polka dot fabric on the inside. So it'll be on the Etsy site probably later on today or in the next couple of days. I don't know exactly when, but that's our latest project bag on the Etsy site. And I think that's it. Yeah. So, hopefully I'll be getting some stuff done before I start on the September start. I'm planning on doing that starting September 1st. So I've got about a week or so, a week and a half, a week to finish that up. The 28th is next Saturday, right? So 29th, 30th, 31st. So September 1st is Wednesday. Is that right? Could be. I don't know. So I have maybe a week and a half, a week and a few days to finish Midnight Meow and whatever I happen to work on before September 1st. But I'm not doing all the usually I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff for Christmas for other people, and I'm kind of not doing that so much this year, and so it's freeing in a way because I don't have this sort of deadline looming over me, and I'm just doing basically whatever I feel like doing right now. So whether that's a good or a bad thing, it remains to be seen. but that's what I'm doing right now. So anyway, I think that'll about do it, and I will I'll see you next week. All right, thanks again. My name is Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches. I don't know if I said that at the beginning. And I will see you next week. Thanks. Bye.